good to be here to see you. And this is about our course EDU 220 English Methods. This is a course we want to facilitate and learn because we are all eager to learn how to teach English as second language effectively and to make our students good readers and speakers of English. The course has different units and different topics which are very beneficial to our learning and teaching. We learn about the status of English in Nigeria, the major approaches and methods of teaching English to make it effective and learnable. We're also going to look at the genres of literature and how to teach each and every one of them. And most importantly, we are going to look at resources for teaching English as well as how to evaluate it, that is, testing English. As we prepare to do this, I would advise that you get ready, get your writing materials, and let's get to it. Thank you. Our topic for today, which is topic 1, is the status of English in Nigeria. My name is Dr. Foluke Fatimai, and you can see my email address showing on the screen. Once again, welcome to our English class. At the end of this unit, you should be able to discuss the status of English language in Nigeria. You should also be able to give the full meanings of these terms and distinguish one from another. And the terms are first language, second language, foreign language, and English as second language. We shall be looking at this moment at the course summary. English Methods EDU 220 has 2 modules. Module 1 introduces you to the major approaches to teaching English as a second language and the teaching of the 4 basic language skills, while Module 2 deals with the teaching of language sub-skills, including literature in English and techniques for constructing language tests. It also deals with the preparation of schemes of work and lesson plans. Now, we are going to the nitty-gritty of this topic 1, the status of English in Nigeria. Before we look into the status of English in Nigeria, let us begin by discussing the language situation in the country. Then when we have finished dissecting the language situation and the status of English, we will now go to look at the purposes which English serves in the country. But now, what is the status of English in Nigeria, side by side the language situation in the country? Nigeria, as we all know, is a country with many languages and dialects. And that is why it is called a multilingual country. You have so many languages, we can't even know the exact number. Many researchers have said it's over 400, while some are claiming it is more. Others too say that it is like 200 plus. But whichever number is correct, we all know that we have a lot of languages in Nigeria, as well as many dialects of the major languages. But basically, because of all this multiplicity of languages, and for us to be able to relate with ourselves, discuss, the government has come up with a policy of having 3 major languages: Hausa, Igbo, and Yoruba, for easy communication and business transactions. However, even those 3 major languages are not enough to do the work, because Nigeria is so diverse, you will agree with me. And it is because of this inability of these languages to help us relate with one another and remove ethnicity that we find ourselves giving this very big status to English, which is a foreign language transported into our country. Because the local languages cannot do the work of unification, cannot do the work of global communication, we had to now adopt English to do the work. And that is why it is now standing in the central place and the place of importance as our lingua franca, our official language, the language of business, the language of the judiciary, the language of social, and in fact, the language of unification, because it is the language that unifies all the diverse ethnic groups. Now, students, do you understand the status of English and why it has attained that status over and above our local languages? Very good. I would like you to think about it. Think about your own local language or your mother tongue, and think about how you can now help to brush it up, bring it into national standard. Maybe by doing that, we will have a local language we can use as our lingua franca. Having said that, we will now look at the purposes which English serves in the country, since we have given it this very big status of being the lingua franca and the official language. Purposes which English serves in Nigeria include, but are not limited to, the following 5. English serves political and government purposes. You will all agree with me that this is true. When our politicians go on campaigns, they speak English. For most of the time, they use the local languages like maybe very, very minutely. They speak English especially when they are not in the grassroots, in the rural areas. When they campaign on TV or national airspace, they speak English because they want to capture many more people. It also serves the purpose of government, because government use it in everything they do. Even in the national assemblies, English is spoken. The local languages are only used minutely in the state assemblies, but for national assembly, it is English all through. For transactions that are governmental, it is English. For documentation, it is English. So, one of the purposes which English serves in Nigeria is political and government. Another purpose which it serves is economic. We use it in all our tradings. We use it in our economic transactions, both internally and externally. Because we have to deal with not only people in Nigeria, we deal with people outside Nigeria on the global scale. So we use English. The next purpose which it serves is educational. As you all will attest to, I'm talking to you now using English. When you read your course material, it is written in English. When you talk with your facilitators or you relate with your fellow students, you speak in English. So right from our pre-nursery stage, English is used. Contrary to the policy that says we should use our local languages at the beginning stage and then go for English as from primary 4. So we use English right from the beginning for all educational purposes. Our tests, our examinations, everything is carried out using English. Another purpose which it serves is social. When you go on to all the social things, entertainment, radio jingles, everything, it is mostly done in English. With the exception of nowadays where Hollywood has diverted and has English films, Yoruba films, Igbo films, Hausa films, but mainly, the main majority is English. And the final purpose which we will look at or talk about is intra-tribal and inter-ethnic communications. As we all know, as we sit here, as you are listening to me, we all come from different ethnic tribes, and we have our different languages and dialects. But as a country and as a people, we have to come together. And when we come together, you cannot speak your dialect to me because I don't understand. I cannot speak mine to you because you don't understand. So by force, we have to use a language that all of us can understand and will serve the purpose of effective communication and unification. And that language is English. That is the last purpose which it serves. With all this now, I think we have a better picture of the status of English in Nigeria and why the country has given it this very big status over all our beautiful local languages and mother tongues. We have also dwelt on the purposes which English serves in the country, and we can see they are all important purposes which it serves. And until we can get our language, one of our local language, to carry on this very big assignment, we still have to stay and use English. If you have any questions, you can bring them up because we are going to post our discussion forum. While we are doing the discussion, if you have issues or any areas, you can post them there for all of us to talk about and rub minds. In summary, we can definitely say that English language is the lingua franca of Nigeria, considering the above purposes that it serves. Given this situation, therefore, you, as a teacher of English, must endeavor to teach your students well enough for them to be able to use English for the various purposes that it serves. See you during the next class, and thank you.